Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well today. We're back with more Gladius. It's a new day, both for you with a new episode and for me. I have just rolled out of bed and now I have to try and get my brain in gear and remember what the hell we were doing. So, if I remember rightly, these buggers are going to destroy that gate where I wanted to settle. They have put down a fortress of redemption and we are in full retreat back to our base, and then we can try and take this one, which is now very necessary because the only other gate even close is this one, and that is pretty far away. A lot of terrain to actually traverse that we haven't been through yet, and we're probably going to get friggin' destroyed if we do that. We have nearly finished our crucible at least, and then we can pop out some rangers. After that, hopefully some howling banshees. We research the Shrine of Cain. We're now getting the Spirit Seer. I will want to get the Shrine of Cain. Am I going to build that straight after this? Quite possibly, depending on how we're doing with Pop. How are we doing with Pop? Fine. So I think we're going to build the Shrine of Cain. Although I am going to run out of energy soon. Energy was what I was thinking, wasn't it? Okay, well, let's get this done. Let's end turn. Presumably, the end turn's not going to be as much. No, we're still destroying our gates. There goes one. Which is a little bit disappointing. There goes that one that we knew would go. See, I mean, there are quite a lot of gates. I have this on medium, I might add. Medium amount of webway gates you can have. Obviously, tailored amount that you want. Often I have low if I'm not playing Eldar, because they just kind of annoy me. Because when you're playing another faction, they kind of count as like, well, not a hostile unit, but you're constantly asked whether you want to attack them, you know, and it's a bit like, they just kind of get in the way. They're a little bit annoying. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll destroy it, and it takes a few turns, and it's kind of annoying. Right, we are literally going to head back. Did we talk about Wireweed? I actually can't remember, which is my bad. But Wireweed essentially will do damage to you if you're stood on it, and you can't, like, run through it. I can't go from here to here. Well, I can go around it, obviously, but I can't... You can't trap... Once you actually go through Wireweed, that's basically as far as you can go for this turn. Assuming that you are a ground unit, of course. Right, we've finally got our Crucible. So we can produce more Guardians, we can produce the Rangers and the Howling Banshees. I'm going to get the Rangers first. They are a little bit cheaper. You can see that the Howling Banshee costs 20 food, 20 ore, and have an upkeep of 2 food. The Rangers, however, are only 15 of each and 1.5 upkeep. So I will anyway, yes, that's the sentence. Well done, Pango. I will get Rangers. And then we'll probably get some Howling Banshees immediately afterwards, because they're very, very good. How many turns? Sorry, that's 5 turns. That's quite a long time. I'm going to have to push through these trees just with our 2 units being careful. I would like to heal this one up first, though, bearing in mind we've only got 5 dudes. So we're doing a bit less damage at the moment as well. As for a building, then, we have to, because of our limited building spaces, we actually have to claim another tile unless we're going to build something here. But I think we're going to do food there. So what I really need to do is plan where I'm going to put the Shrine of Cain. I mean, we could even get another Crucible, but with our limited building slots, I'm a little bit kind of worried about doing that. Where am I going to build the Shrine of Cain? What I will say is influence probably... Bear in mind we have a trader camp and this shrine, which I haven't even taken technically yet to get the extra 20% influence. That makes me not really too worried about the influence on these 2 tiles. So I might put the Shrine of Cain on one... Well, this one has the least benefit generally. Yeah, let's just do that. I mean, I'm not going to overthink it. We'll put the Shrine of Cain there. We should be good to end turn again. Righty-ho. Okay. Let's... And we could... I don't know. We'd probably... I think we would heal 1 hit point per turn, not in a city. If we just go here, I'm not sure whether we'll heal this turn or not, because we've moved. We're going to find out. So we're on 10 hit points, we'll see. But anyway, we've got to move this unit through, and because of the ruins and stuff, it's not that quick. Okay, the Spirit Seer has been researched, the healing hero. We might even get that first. We'll see. Anyway, that doesn't matter at the moment. I've just realised something. We know where the AI Eldar are. I just saw it in the end turn. In fact, either they've got 2 cities, which is looking likely because they're close together, or one of the 2 random factions is Eldar as well. But it would be very weird that they are that close together. So I assume the other Eldar player has got 2 cities. And that's something we didn't really talk about. Is obviously we are actually having to share and fight for... No, this didn't heal because we moved. Fight for these gates with enemy Eldar players if there are any. I mean, typically when you play a game, you might just have... I don't know. Well, you might just do 1v1, or you might have like 4, 5, 6 players, and then you probably won't bother to have 2 of the same faction, so it's not really often a thing. Shrine of Cain, then. Does give us research and influence as well. Let's pop that down. So, yeah, that's just a little quirk with having extra Eldar players on the map. So we are going to want the loyalty building, but we're also going to want this. But we're not, at the moment, under a lot of pressure. So would I rather grab something... Oh, of course, we need Web Wearied Out. Of course we do. But when we talked about this last episode. Listen, it's really early, all right? It's not early. I'm just lazy. We want the loyalty building and the Web Wearied Out to get the city down. Do I want to grab that first? Probably. Because I'm going to want to put it down almost immediately. As soon as we settle that second city... we're going to have loyalty problems because it's going to give us -6. So I'm going to research the loyalty building first, and then as soon as we put the city down, which now, unfortunately, at the moment, that is 10 turns away because it's 5 turns to grab this, 5 turns to grab that, unless we can do something about our research. But with me needing to get infantry out, with me wanting to get heroes out, that's a little bit off the table. What I can definitely... oh, is it worth it? Probably not. I was going to say we can grab this now to get vision. The only sort of thing I'm worried about is if I make that mine, neutral enemies will probably attack it. So I don't really want to do that until we're a bit closer at least. So we'll skip that for now. Right. Yes, we're now healed. Perfect. Right, we're going to move up here. A lot of trees. How do I feel about that? Bearing in mind we can be hit by Overwatch fire. Is that a little bit too zealous? Hopefully not. Okay, there's actually just creeps. There is a cliff here, but not here. And we can actually... oh, look how close we are to killing this unit. How disgusting is that? If they had like a bit less morale or something, we'd probably kill them. But 6 out of 7 casualties, that's such a annoying shame. But never mind. Obviously, we need to do it. Because they will probably attack us and do a lot of damage. This unit will probably come and attack us. I will now take this, and there is a small chance it might tank a bit of damage for us if they, you know, decide to get a bit wild and attack that. They have, however, had their morale reduced, so that might reduce their damage a bit. 3 out of 4. I mean, no, it's got to be below 66 morale, 66% morale to actually become shaken. 33% to become broken, so we're probably not quite where we need to be shaken. Anyway, 2 turns until we get the Rangers. That's pretty good. So they do indeed go after the gate, which is fine, because it'll have enough HP just for us to get in there and save it. The other Kroot Hounds ran away, obviously. Not really too surprising. And we can't take this gate yet. So we're just going to have to set up a bit of a perimeter. Where do I want to move? This is kind of a nice little screen here of wireweed. So we could move here. The only problem is these trees are out of vision. So I think what I will do first is just move this unit up. See a bit more, including wireweed. Now, cities can clear wireweed, by the way. That is the clear tile. It does cost production to do it, so it takes time. Anyway, we get the kill. We both get some experience. We'll now move into there, grab that outpost, get a bit more energy, which is actually really big because we were getting to the point of having no positive energy income. So we now get +1. +1 to ore, and we do need ore because obviously it is costing us that to build buildings, and we are kind of not having much of a big supply there because we keep churning out buildings. I mean, this cost 50 to build. If we wanted to build another crucible, like right this second, for example, we couldn't because we don't have enough. Luckily, we do have enough. And that's the other thing. These cost ore as well to build. So, luckily, we do have enough to go straight into the Banshees after these Rangers have finished this turn. So let's just churn them out. Watch some more gates get destroyed. It's interesting, actually, because you can see there's this big gap of gates in here on the mini-map. Look, we're a little bit penned in. And it's not even a case that they've been destroyed. There are no gates there, so the likelihood is there's maybe a big lake or something. Because as I said, I only went medium landmass on the map, so I'm expecting more water than I've seen so far. And potentially a lot of the water's there and up there rather than in rivers and stuff. Anyway, our rangers are done. Well, actually, no, we can bring them over. So, as I mentioned, 3 range. If we move before we fire, they'll do a bit less damage because they have less accuracy with the heavy perk. And obviously, they do more damage against infantry and monsters. And of course, because I rallied them through the shrine, they have the blood blessing. So for 10 turns, they'll actually do a bit more. And one more thing, crucially, they don't trigger Overwatch. So we can be a little bit more aggressive. That said, if we walk into some darkness and we're surrounded by a couple of units, they've only got 10 HP. So it's not really, you know, you can't really just go in blind and hope for the best. Man, this is a bit tough. Right, we'll move up anyway. They're very cool, he says, moving them into trees so we can't look at them properly anymore. Brilliant. 10 out of 10. Well done, Panko. I think we can move here. Ooh, that's a bit dodgy for a city tile, but it's only 1 tile. I would like to clean out these ruins. Whoopsie-daisy. It'll be a little bit rough, but I'm going to go in here and hope for the best. As I've said many times now, we have less wildlife on the map. Generally, if you had medium wildlife or higher, you'd just be getting attacked by stuff almost all the time. Which has its pros and cons. I'll talk about this while we end turn. Because, yes, it means you're in combat more, you're taking more damage, you've got to be more careful exploring. But on the other hand, you get more experience for your troops if you manage it well and kill them. So it goes 2 ways. And probably if I play another map afterwards or whatever as a different faction, I might crank the wildlife up a bit. Just as a kind of settling in thing. I didn't want everything to go wrong in the early game and me kind of screw up and lose all my troops. When I'm just trying to show off the game and settle back in myself. Because as I say, I've not played in a while. There we go. There's the Rangers. Look, very, very cool unit. Oh, of course, it does this even when you just claim it. So when I said they'll have a city, I was talking absolute rubbish because actually they've just been claimed at least. Right. So we're unless I got very unlucky and there's something there, but I don't think so. I am going to move up here. Chaos Cultists. I don't think they have range 2, do they? They do have clubs as well. Close combat weapon. But the pistol is only range 1. So let's just move up to give a little bit of support. Hopefully we don't get burned here. Nope. There's actually a trader encampment there that I'd like. We're about to finish the loyalty building. We're 2 turns away from the Shrine of Cain. Maybe after this I could grab another research building. Food is going to be necessary though. I think after this we probably go food in that main slot. Where we've got that 1 slot available. I think that's the plan. There's our lovely Overwatch. That's got them down to half health already, so they'll do far less damage. Still a bit, though. Still a bit, because we are fragile. But they do way less damage because we hit them. As Eldar, nice, we get the loyalty building. So loyalty 6 when we build that. Another 50 ore to build it. As Eldar, you pretty much always want to be the person firing from Overwatch. If you run into Overwatch, you are going to have a bad time. I think I will finish them with this unit. Here we go. XP for both. And then I might move back a smidge. How far can the Rangers move? Pretty far, and they've got big range. So, or there are some ruins there. But I'm very tempted to go and take that trader encampment. We could also double check there's nothing down here. And to be honest, we should probably play it safe. Okay, good. The Rangers. I'm going to be a bit risky and go here. Alright, nice. We have really good vision, actually, there. And obviously, you can see, it's annoying, because now it's like, you still have an action on your Rangers. You can shoot this neutral gate. Now, imagine that for every other faction. It's like, oh, for God's sake. And they have a fair bit of health, so it takes a while to kill them. But anyway, we'll just skip unit there. Research, obviously. Oh, it's 4 turns. Nice. We've started to... Of course, each tech you get makes every other tech slightly cheaper. So that helps. Alright, let's end turn again. So obviously, if this is your first exposure to Gladius. I know it's very weird with all these gates, and you're like, oh, that's kind of annoying, and all these dots on the minimap. Do remember, if you're playing any other faction, there's just none of this. There's no loads of dots on the minimap, no sitting here during end turn watching gates get destroyed. You just crack on. And turns are very quick, generally. I promise. End turns are very quick with other factions, especially before you get in big wars. Because don't kind of underestimate. Obviously, we're just like kind of dicking around with these few units. Let's actually go... You can chill there and heal up. Later on in the game, it becomes almost like tabletop Warhammer, where you've got loads and loads of units, let's say across a battle line or whatever. Infantry, flying units, vehicles, like all kinds of big things, heroes, and they've got them as well, and you are doing kind of a turn-based tactical war, almost, and it's very, very cool. The early game is very different from, well, A, the late game, and B, when you start to really get in wars with enemy players. Speaking of which, I can't just leave the... I can't just leave the Space Marines to get on with it. I am supposed to be going over there, so probably now that we've secured a bit of room, I might leave and go back left, because I don't actually want to just let them get on with it. The only slight thing is we have a city slot here, but we're probably not going to take a third city for some time, but at least because we've got this outpost, we will know when it gets taken. That's what I'm clinging to anyway. Anyway, now that we've taken that, you can't move. You can move. What I might do, just for a bit more vision, is go here. Aha! Oh, 2 out of 3? Come on, bro. There is a relic there, but I don't really want to hold it. Also, that gate is untouched by enemy players, so I kind of want to keep it that way. But anyway, we are going to fire. Unfortunately, probably because they're not infantry, we don't do... And we've just moved. We don't do enough damage. If we hadn't moved, we would have killed them. That's how sad I am right now, but obviously we couldn't shoot them from there anyway. You are just chilling. You're going to fortify until healed, for the record. Okay. Food then, I think. And energy is a problem as well. But let's get food, because these guys cost food upkeep. Ooh, actually, no. The Autarch does, but the Spirit Seer costs energy in upkeep. Now, there's a thing. I think I do want the Spirit... Do I? I kind of do. Do you know why? Especially with these Fortress of Redemption that are going to be around. We're going to take damage, right, on our fragile units. I feel like having a heal... Now, granted, it'll be on a cooldown. But having a unit that can heal is probably going to be more valuable than a frontline combat sword unit at the moment. Even though I think he can buff people to do more damage and stuff, but I still think I want both, but I want the Spirits here first. So, that's actually going to be an energy upkeep, not a food upkeep. Now, we're not gaining food or energy, and I do need both. If I build the food one, though, I will be losing energy, and then once this is finished, I'll be losing energy badly, and on top of that, whereas I can build the food straight away because I'm putting it here, well, I suppose I could put the energy there. I was going to say I need to claim a tile to put energy on, but actually, because there are no bonuses to energy, I think we're going to build our energy building there, and I'm going to do it first, and then basically put a food one down straight away afterwards. Our Howling Banshees, though, are actually going to be upkeep 2 food. So no, I take it back. Now that I know we don't need to claim a tile. Let's put food down first. We'll lose a bit of energy. It'll just have to be what it is. Because these guys are going to... We don't have as much food in the bank, and these guys are going to start draining it. Listen, I haven't planned very well. This is what you get. This is my channel. Hello, welcome. My name is Pangraduck. I plan nothing. I wander in blind. I make very weird mistakes. Stick around. That's kind of a shame. I wonder who that is attacking that. Bear in mind that's that one there. That is a shame. Maybe we have to push that way and engage. Well, I don't think we're going to save the gate. Although it could literally be the Space Marines are there and there. I don't like this. I think we need to push the Space Marines. And if we have to play the whole game with 2 cities, I will play the whole game with 2 cities. I think generally late game... Well, bear in mind also, we're not playing on the hardest difficulty, so we don't have to be super optimal about what we do. But I think normally in the late game, people will have 3 or 4 cities, I would imagine. Maybe more, depending on the faction. Obviously, each faction works differently. But that's what I would think. I'm just going to leave you there to heal for now. I could go and have a look with my rangers, but it is exposing them. And the Howling Banshees are about to be finished, and I'd like to move all my forces up here, I think. I mean, I could go this way first, but I don't want to get embroiled in something. Let's go back this way. I realise I'm achieving very little in this game so far, but at least we have secured our second city site. And now, we're going to put up a force and go this way and try and take this crap out. Got a hero on the way. Got our Howling Banshees about to finish. Hopefully, we can do that. You've got one more hit point to heal. You do have all 6 guys up, though. You just have an extra hit point because you're level 2. I think I'm going to move you on. Unfortunately, you're a little bit behind, but that's okay, because at least you're going to be there just to make sure the city doesn't get ambushed or something. And now we have our Howling Banshees. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. Yeah, so they are very, very cool. They have their power sword and their pistol, as we talked about. They can avoid Overwatch with their Banshee Mask. They have the passive Aura of Fear to reduce morale. And if we research it, they can also have the War Shout, which is an active shout to reduce morale further, instantly, of units nearby. Is it a little bit sweaty for me just to run up here? I kind of want to see what's here, rather than move everybody around here again and never get any vision. So let's go there. Interesting. Food and influence would be nice. It's very interesting that the Space Marines haven't taken this. They've taken that and that. So maybe they're about here, and they've kind of swept around in a circle. Now that we've got the Banshees, do we go for another set of Banshees? Probably. I don't really want to slow down production. That said, in 2 turns, if I do that, in 2 turns, am I going to have enough to build my energy? Yeah, it only costs 30, actually, to build that. That's fine. Let's get another one going. Okay, we can found cities. Excellent. Let's do that. That does mean, of course, we've got to build the power here, but we also need the loyalty building. So it's all going to get a little bit sweaty. I could actually wait and not put this city down until I'm ready in this city. I think maybe I ought to do that, because obviously we're about to run out of food, but luckily we've got this coming through next turn. And I don't want to just nosedive my output by killing the loyalty now. So I think we actually have to wait, which is very sad, but it's the reality of how bad my planning was, and the reality of not having many building slots, so we have to claim more tiles than we usually would. So I think we're going to just sit tight on that. I will leave. I'm not going to stay here. We can, of course, teleport to it from there if we get desperate. So I will just move on. We'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, the Space Marines have just destroyed this gate. This one was being attacked. Yeah, it's getting pretty low. So we're going to lose both those gates. That's kind of okay. Life goes on. I'm going to move the Rangers up to here, I think. So, what's the range on that? I think it's 2. We're going to find out. I could look in the compendium, but sod it. Let's move you up here. You have just moved. I don't really know how aggressive I want to be with the Howling Banshees. I think we probably just need to sit tight for now. We do have this wireweed kind of screening our side, so that's nice. Right. So we could go straight up. We could even get the Avatar of Cain, a unique monstrous creature that murders enemies in close combat and sends nearby Eldari into a merciless rage. However, things like the extra tile radius are going to be really big for us, and the fire dragons are very good infantry. Do we need to come back and get stuff, though? We probably need to grab this. We probably need to get the population building rolling. We really need to get the vehicle building rolling. And we may even do that. We might not go further for a little while. We might get greater ingress, and then we might unlock the Vol's Wrath support battery, because that's going to be really important for me actually taking out buildings. I'm hoping I'm going to be alright against these fortresses. Hoping. But obviously cities, that's a different story with the units we have. We shall see. Okay. Right, well, we're going to have to bite the bullet and go have a look. Don't know if there's a fortress there or not. I'll probably just shift up here. Could be a fortress. Maybe not. Let's take it slow. There isn't. Okay. It's a little bit risky for me to move you up when you are not immune to Overwatch fire. So let's take our time. Obviously, this unit is lagging behind a little bit as well. When we return to the Crystal Halls, listen, you keep asking. Soon. Right, energy is now on the table. We really need more food. That's going to stop us building more troops, actually, after this, until we get this sorted out. But I need this, and then I need another tile, because I'm going to be out of spots. And in that tile, I need to build loyalty. Also, we don't have enough population at the moment. So we are also getting reduced output, which is why we're only getting +5, is it? Probably. But that's fine. We're going to get pop in 2 turns, so I'm not too worried. What tile am I going to put loyalty on? Good question. Probably this one, I think. So we'll queue that up because it doesn't cost us anything. He says it literally costs ore and influence, but that's fine. That's not really a problem. We're obviously, whoopsie daisy, we're obviously going to have to do that. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Getting some early damage on them. They will shoot back, unfortunately, and we are not in cover. But these do have reasonable armor, I think. Okay, you're shooting my gates. Listen, we're moving away so we can look at these guys. No, I'm moving away. You can't stop me. By the way, by the way, you can turn off this setting that always drags you to the action, but generally it's useful, so. Anyway, we've got the population building ready. Great. Research then. We should probably grab the Greater Ingress unless we think we need the Fire Dragons. Probably not at the moment. We've got stuff to do. Transcendent Bliss. Do you know, we probably should have done that. That would have meant we could have settled the city quicker because we probably could have used Transcendent Bliss to get over our loyalty issues and put it straight down. I think I'm going to pick this up because even so, especially in the second city, we won't be able to build the loyalty thing before we settle it. Maybe with this, maybe we can settle the other city in 3 turns. I think we'll pick that up. We're not... Turn 26, I feel like, isn't too bad for a second city, but if we'd planned better, we could have it by now. Anyway, Tactical Space Marines then. They're on 11 HP. We've done reasonable damage. Howling Banshees are on 10 HP. How much are you going to do? Not that... They're quite heavily armoured, obviously. 8 armour is a lot. We have 6 on these. We haven't moved, so we're going to do brilliant damage. So let's do that. And we can still move after, and I think I will. Now, the only danger... I'm going to do it. Okay, there's danger if there was a fortress there, but it looks like they don't have a fortress on either of these, which is nice. In fact, I could have moved straight in there, but that's okay. Can you kill them? Yes. Which is very, very good. I will move up. Probably to there. Oh, sugar. Oh, they've got Devastator Space Marines, snipers of their own. 3 range, so they do hit me. Thank God I at least had that defensive bonus. But anyway, we better... I'm bringing everyone up so that we can share experience where possible, by the way. I'm going to move to this spot. Ooh, yeah, okay. Kill these off. We do share experience between everyone, which is something. However, we're now in a pretty dodgy situation because they've got these Devastators. Tactical Space Marines there. They are kind of wounded, though, those. Okay. At least we're not in range of that fortress there. This is probably their city here, so their main city is there. I do want to go and get that, but we first need to try and actually win the battle ahead of us. 1 turn till the Spirit's here. Unfortunately, though, got to walk all the way up here because we didn't wait for him. Feels like it would have been a little bit too late. I can't really afford to keep delaying, so I think we had to go. Oh, that cost 80 ore to do as well? Well, there you go then. Looks like we won't be founding that city. Let's see, how much damage did we take? A fair bit, but we're okay. This unit's going to hit the Howling Banshees. Ooh, they take a bit, but it could have been worse. Well, they take a lot, actually, but it could have been worse. We can move out of range of the Devastators, which is probably a good idea, because presumably they also have the heavy trait, meaning that if they move and then shoot, they'll do less damage to us. At least, that's my assumption. We'll check. No? Wait, where does it show it? It doesn't show heavy. Oh, no, it'll be on the weapon, won't it, you dummy? It's on the weapon. Yes. So they have reduced accuracy after moving. So we should move away. We can obviously kill this unit if we work it out properly. Don't want to do that. I need to move this unit to safety, but I should probably use this one. Tell you what. I want this healthier unit to be up here. Now, yeah, let's do that. And what I might do, now that we've killed off a couple of their units, which is no mean feat. Also, we leveled up our ranges. I think I'll move you to there. You'll still have the defensive bonus, obviously. Also, they're forced to move. We're just going to fortify there and keep you in Overwatch, obviously. Just hopefully shoot them when they do come forward, if they do. And now we have our first hero stood in a shrine, so we can't really see their model properly. But you can see it there. Very, very cool. And, do we get a buff, or is it still charging? It kind of looks like... Oh, it's charging for one more turn. Never mind, we don't really need the attack buff on a Spirit Seer anyway. So, with heroes then, everything's the same. Do have Spirit Mark, which is a... Ooh, passively increases the accuracy of allied Wraith Blades and Wraith Knights. We have none of those. But there you go. If you stood next to them, you increase their accuracy. Shop is obviously if we go to that trader encampment. If we had more time, I might consider it. But at the moment, we really don't, and we just need to get forward. And then, of course, we can level up, because we've just spawned. But every time we level up, we will get to pick an ability. So there we go, we hit level up. You also have a level 6 ability, you know, just like always in these games with heroes. Level 6, it's like, right, here's your ultimate, which we can get later. That will be decreasing the attacks of a target enemy unit. 50% less attacks. Wow. For 3 turns? That's very, very good. So, the thing with the Spirit Seer is it has a kind of plus and minus enemy and ally effect on all of its abilities. So we have Renewer and Destructor. So basically, we don't need to go into the great details, but restore the hit points of target allied unit or damages target enemy unit, depending on who you target. Protect/Jinx, increase the armor of a target allied unit or decrease the armor. Just like emphasizing the wrong part of the sentence. So increase armor of an ally, decrease armor of an enemy. And then finally, Embolden/Horrify, restore morale of an ally, decrease morale of an enemy. So it's quite cool because it's a very versatile unit. Obviously, we're going to take the heal ability first. Get that in there. As for weapons, by the way, we do have a close combat weapon. As you can see, it looks, for lack of a better term, fucking crap. We do have the Witch Staff, which is honestly kind of crap, but at least has some traits. It has Armor Pen, Fleshbane increases damage against infantry, so we do a bit more against infantry. It is melee, though. And Soul Blaze deals damage each turn, so presumably it is going to apply a damage over time effect. Fair enough. Right, let's get moving. We need to catch up with our troops. And we'll see what they do. Okay, city-wise then, we're fine. 1 turn till we finish these. We're going to have to halt production on soldiers for a little bit, because our resources are going to be in the bin. And I really now need to save up 80 ore, because I've got to get this second city running. So we're going to have a little bit of a lull here while we get that done. But that's fine. The problem is as well, I've got to spend ore on buildings. But I kind of want to get this loyalty building before we get the city anyway. We haven't picked up... I mean, this gives us a bit of ore, actually. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. That is cheeky of them to do that. However, because they moved, and because we have some reasonable armor as well, they've not managed to get the job done on our Howling Banshees. And now they're dead, right? They shouldn't have done that. They've overextended. I mean, I don't know how strong they are survivability-wise, but surely we can get them. Our snipers haven't moved. Oh, you can't attack from there? Bro, why? Because of the hill or what? You serious? Come on, bro. You can attack from there, but then you've got to move, which is a shame. Right, well, let's see. How much damage do we do? Should we move you into there? You've got to move. You can't do anything. You still take off half their health, which is lovely. One of the 3 dead. We can then move up and actually finish the job. I'm a bit loath to bring these guys forward. I'm just going to fortify probably both of these until... Oh, actually... Can I cancel that now that I've pressed it? I can, yeah. As long as I haven't... If I move the Spirit Seer right up... And it's a shame we're not going to get the Spirit Seer in range, I don't think, to get XP. But... You can now use this. There we go. Healed up 4 hit points. We get 2 back. That goes on a 2-turn cooldown, which is fine. Bear in mind, it doesn't even cost anything. Sometimes there are abilities that cost influence. It doesn't cost anything. We could actually move and get the kill with them, but I won't. I think now... I mean, really... If I'd thought in the right order, I'd put these in that outpost and start healing them up a bit quicker. But that's fine. You just sit tight. Yeah? And you come in and get the kill. Assuming we don't get hit by Overwatch. Yeah, that's what I just realised. It didn't kill any models, though, so that's fine. And we get the kill there. Who got XP? Everybody apart from the hero, which is, you know, annoying, but not too bad. Maybe we can move in and kill this fortress. It has 32 experience, though. 32 experience, 32 health, and 10 armor. So it's no joke. Right, another unit of Howling Banshees. Let's go. What I might do is try and collapse this way instead, because the city is potentially going to do a lot of damage to us. If I try and go for this one, and we're a little bit exposed. I'd like to take this one first if we could. Plus the fact that it gives us research, which I'd like. Don't actually know what this is. I can't tell from that. Maybe I should be able to. That's fine. Right, in the city then, we're going to put this to sleep. Cancel production. Not going to do anything. I could actually technically produce some rangers. But it would cost ore and stuff. And we're already going to use ore on these kind of things. I'm just going to leave it for now. We have actually got our power under control. But we're about to finish a power building anyway. And then we can look at loyalty. In 1 turn, we'll be able to use Transcendent Bliss. Let's see how much loyalty that gives. And maybe we decide that we can settle this city quickly and not bother to get the loyalty building straight away. We will see. Ow. Assault Space Marines. Ow. Didn't realise they had them chilling at the back there. Oh, hello. We talked about enslavers, and they're attacking the city. And we've got Kroot Hounds. That's fine, though, actually. I don't even care. Well, I do care. They're going to do some damage. Assuming they... Oh, they didn't come in. All right, fair enough. That's annoying. That's extremely annoying, actually. We've got enslavers that are not using their enslave ability, but they are hitting my gate. Which, to be fair, I can put on Fortify until healed. But I can't... Oh, sugar. I can't do a lot about that. What I can do is actually just kill these hounds, and I will. Now, the problem I've got, if I go over there with 1 unit, I risk getting enslaved. It'll have to be needs must, though, I think. I can't let them destroy this. That would be terrible, and I'm not going to have the ore in time at the moment. Could cancel this tile and do nothing to get a little bit more ore, but it's not going to make a huge difference. I'm going to move over. Kind of annoying, but maybe we can figure something out where we do enough damage where they can't enslave us. Oh, it's dodgy, but what can I do, really, at this point? Right. We are in serious danger. They almost kill us if they get another attack in. Very, very dangerous. What I will do... I could move you up and attack, but you do, like, nothing, so it's kind of pointless. Your heal will be off cooldown soon. I could retreat. That's an option. But how much... I don't really want to move there, because I think you're going to get hit by Overwatch. But then... But then you're getting shot by Overwatch here anyway, so surely it won't. Just thinking, how much damage can you do? I think we can kill it. Yeah, we can. We're going to risk that then. Ugh. Should I move you up? Yeah. We'll leave this unit here. Oh, I should have moved this up first. Wait for me! Fuck, we didn't get it. Oh, that was dumb. We could have got some experience on our spirits here. That was really dumb. I should have thought. But anyway, that's fine. You fortify until we're healed. You just chill there. You're gonna take... You could die, actually, now that I think about it, with these Assault Space Marines and the Fortress of Redemption. That's kind of dodgy. I should have probably not done that. Right, research them. Could come and get the Greater Ingress. I mean, even the grenade would be useful. War Shout would be great. I kind of really want this support battery. Fire Dragons would be great. Is there anything that really... I mean, extra ore output. But we don't even have an ore building yet. I think we will get the Greater Ingress. I realise we're not progressing through the tree that quickly, but... we're going to need vehicles. One way or another. Okay, well, thankfully, the Assault Space Marines did not come in. The Fortress of Redemption shot us, but the Assault Space Marines decided to stay there and heal up a bit, which actually helps me. Oh, what's happening? Oh, did they move away? They moved away. I don't know where they went, though, because I wasn't looking and I moved the camera manually. Right. We have heal off cooldown. Maybe we heal this unit. It's a little bit spooky. You guys are obviously sitting in outposts, at least for the extra healing. So I think I will do that. I'm probably not going to do anything else. I think we're just going to kind of hang out. And try and heal up and hold this and see what that unit does. And obviously if they do come, hopefully we'll get Overwatch. Right, this is risky because I don't know where they went. I could maybe just leave it. Now that they've... Oh, I need to take... Well then, but when we take the city, we should get control of that, shouldn't we? When are we going to take the city? 2 more turns. I'm going to risk it a little bit. Okay, they're not here. They went up there somewhere. Let's just keep you there for the time being. It's annoying. I really want them up here with this force. But it kind of is what it is at this point. Can't really do much about it. Alright. Obviously, we can only build the Shining Spears jetbike unit at the moment, but we're going to unlock the Wrath support battery. That said, of course, we've not built the Greater Ingress, but at least we've got it researched. And now I think... Don't want to buff the Shining Spears. I'm probably not going to build them. Extra output would be nice, but at the moment I think we go support battery, and then we probably... Maybe the food buff, but I want to get this support battery ready, and then maybe as soon as we can, we're going to build a Greater Ingress and get a support battery out. However, we will need the ore to support it, of course, because it's going to probably cost a fair bit of ore, both to build and upkeep. I mean, at the same time, I need War Shout, because I've got Banshees now. In fact, maybe I shouldn't research that yet when I'm not even close to getting the ingress. Yeah, let's buff our banshees instead by giving them that ability. Then maybe food. And then maybe we can think about fire. I'd love to get fire dragons. And armor penetration. And listen, all technology is useful and good. Bear in mind, we've got a long way to go, and I'm still just like messing around at these early tiers. We should be steaming down here, look. A scorpion. Wait, webway construction? Oh, constriction. I got excited. I thought we could make gates. I completely made that up. All right. One more turn, and then I think we settle the city. Wait, hang on. We didn't check how much. Here we go. Oh, I totally... Right, listen. Listen. I may have had a comment on episode 1. Well, firstly, let me speak. Firstly, I'm recording episode 1, 2, and 3 before I even upload any of them. That's my defense, part 1. Part 2, I didn't realize / forgot that any actions we have would not only be here, but also in the city, and we could have been boosting our growth rate the whole time for 40 influence, because that is our native thing. However, growth has not actually been a problem for most of the time. This is actually the first time it's been a larger problem, where we need 6 and we only have 5 and we've got a long time to wait. Generally, I don't want to overdo the growth because it lowers loyalty and we'd get towards our cap sooner and we don't have a population building. So in my defense, I probably wouldn't have used it until now. Now, what we do also have is this. Oh, it's only +2. Which, I mean, you know, okay. But it's not really a game changer if we're going to settle a city, is it? It's nice to have, though, if we do run into problems. However, I think we need to build the loyalty building. Which means, oh, how much is that? 50 ore. That just sets us right back. But if I don't do it before we settle a city, we're just going to be knackered because we're going to have -6. So we just got to. I think we've got to do it first. It's really slowing this city down. But I don't think we have a choice. Also, we should put this to sleep. We don't have enough to build these anyway. And now we have to get some ore together to build this. And in fact, that gives us ore. So we're going to take that back. Which at least gets us to +10. And hope those enslavers don't come back wandering very quickly. Right. They didn't come in or anything. How are we doing? You're now healed. Which is lovely. You're not. In one turn, we can heal somebody. I think for now, we actually just sit tight for one turn. Let people heal up. We get the heal off cooldown so it's ready. And then maybe we can move towards this and see what we can do. We're going to find out how strong it... I mean, it's not that strong. It'd be nice if we had these banshees over to help. But anyway. The Space Marines say no. Screw your plans. You're not going to attack, though. You just moved up and got shot. Listen, I don't care about the gates right now. So obviously we shot them with Overwatch, but then does that cancel our replenishment? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. All the other factions attacking all the neutral gates that no one cares about. Alright, you done? No? No, still going. Alright. Thank you. Right, so they didn't even attack. They just moved up and got shot by Overwatch immediately. So we have heal. This is kind of shit. I don't really want to... Oh, it's annoying. Because I just want to heal up. But at the same time, killing these, maybe we go over there instead. I can't... Yeah. I can't walk forward with either of these units without taking damage from that. So I'm just... And unfortunately, we don't even kill them here. Are we missing a ranger? Yeah. Do we normally have 5? This is like a really crap way of doing it. We could have just looked on the building. Yeah. So, with the extra damage from having an extra person, would we kill them? Probably. I'm willing to risk it. Heal. There it is. Beautiful. XP not necessarily going to be shared that much, but I kind of want to leave people just replenishing without moving them. Even though the ones not in outposts are only going to get 1 per turn, that's enough to fully heal these. These are going to be 1 health point short, which is okay, but the problem is, even if I shift these out so I can put these in the outpost, that's a turn wasted that could have just been replenishing. And since we've only got 2 hit points to go, there's no point. So anyway, get the kill with the Rangers. A couple of these will get XP. In fact, they all get XP. Oh no, even you. Oh, okay, fair enough. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess that counts. Lovely. Now you've leveled up. Excellent. So which of the other 2 skills do we want to grab now? The armor buff / reduction or the morale? We could lead into morale with... We're researching War Shout. These also have their passive. We're going to have a second Banshee unit coming up. However, what I would say, morale doesn't help us against things like the Fortresses of Redemption. So I think I'm going to take the armor buff, and we use it to kind of buff our units that will be getting shot by the fortress. I think that's probably the play. How long does it last? Just 1 turn. Okay, so we obviously only cast it right before. Okie doke. Right, so what else is cracking? You're just going to sit tight then? For now, just for 1 more turn, potentially. You may as well sit there on it in Overwatch. I think I'm going to bring you over. Hopefully we don't pay for it. That should be okay. Right, I keep playing. I keep meaning to end the episode, but I just keep playing because it's too much fun. Which is my bad. So, we're in a shit situation. 6 turns and then we'll have the loyalty building. We don't have a population building, which is a bit sad. But, hey, one thing at a time. I really need this city. It's just a really weird situation with the way Eldar work and how I've not planned properly around this. I thought it was just influence, not all. We have a lot of influence, by the way. Is there any reason to buff our loyalty now? No? It's only when it's negative where... Oh, to be fair, each positive point of loyalty increases city's total resource output by 1%. So, it doesn't... We have loads of influence, so I'm just going to pop it. I mean, we can't use it again for 10 turns, but screw it. Oh, no, it lasts 10 turns. But it also has a cooldown. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can just use it. It does up our output a bit. It's not, like, thrilling. But that's fine. Right, I'll shut up. I'll get out of here. Next episode, hopefully we'll knock down this. Oh, there's another fucking one there. Okay, well, that, and maybe we start going after their city. But I think we might need something like a support battery to really do enough damage to take on a city. But we will see. Hopefully soon we're going to clear these Space Marines off the map, get our second city up, and maybe we can get this game back on track. So, as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next episode.